Hey guys, my name is Agnes. Thanks for coming to watch my first tutorial. In this video, I am going to show you how I apply Waterslide nail wraps. I got these from Custom Decals by Melissa. So what I have already done is put my decal in some water. I let it sit there for about a minute to a minute and a half. So what you want to do before you get your decal on your nail is you want to clean your nail. Here I'm sanitizing it with some alcohol. I had already put down 2 dips of clear as my base, activated, filed, and buffed. And so we'll go over some of the tools you need. You're gonna need a makeup sponge, an orange stick. Here I have some acetone in a shot glass. You wanna avoid putting the acetone in plastic because it will melt the plastic. And some tweezers. And also a little paper towel to dab your decal on before you apply it. So here I'm just fishing out my decal. So once you have it, you slide it off the backing, dab it on the paper towel. And now I'm just aligning it with my cuticle. And if the nail wraps are too big, you can definitely cut them down. So now I'm just taking my makeup sponge, and I'm pressing with a moderate amount of pressure. And I want to get the decal to form to my nail. And here I'm just checking that it will cover all my edges. Just press, press, press. So now I'm just taking my orange stick, cuticle stick, dabbing it in the acetone, and I'm melting the edges. And you want to do this fairly gently. You don't want the decal to rip. And sometimes I'll go in and put my nail into the water just to have the decal form a little better to my nail. So just melting the edges here. The decal is slowly separating. And I know I pulled the decal here, but if you have a bigger chunk hanging off that isn't really melted off, avoid doing that because you can rip the decal. So just melting the cuticle line so it looks nice and seamless. And sorry if I go off screen at any point. You just really want to take your time with this process. You don't want to pull too hard because you can mess up the decal. So just really take your time with this. So we're just going to speed up the video a little bit. So at this point, the nail wrap was very close to my cuticle. I was having a hard time actually separating it, so I just kind of melted the nail wrap into my cuticle line. And I always like to go in with the sponge and dab it a little bit to make sure it's nice and stuck to the nail. So I put my finger in the water and I'm dabbing to get some of the wrinkles out. And here the nail wrap wrinkled a little bit, so I'm just trying to get that wrinkle out. I also go in with a little bit of acetone over the wrinkles to get them nice and flat. But you have to be very careful with this because the color will bleed. So very careful and very gentle. So just checking to see that I like the way my tip looks. And so I make the mistake of going too hard with the acetone and sponge here, and the color did lift. Now I'm just drying the nail wrap with my sponge. And then this step is putting a water-based top coat on. The one I used is from Maniology. And then after I let this clear water-based top coat dry, I go in with one dip of clear, activate file buff, top coat it, and you're ready to go. Alright, this completes this short little tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching.